just trying to get situated here. Let's see. We will give it a few minutes and see if we can have anybody hop on here. How is everybody doing? All right. Well, right now I wanted to take a minute and talk about the sculpting trio. This is something that was new to me, and I got it a little bit ago. And before I purchased this trio, I had not really used any type of contour or anything, but I used bronzer, and that was about it. And frankly, I didn't really know how. And so I was super pumped when Younique came out with the sculpting trio, or I tried it, I guess, since it had already come out. So that is what we were going to talk about, or what I want to show you all tonight. So the one awesome thing that I love is that when you get I'm going to try to show, when you get the trio, you get not only kind of step-by-step instructions in this form, but it comes in a hard case like this, very similar to our shadow palettes as well. And what happens is it also has this, I'm trying to see if you can see it, all that light. This kind of shows you exactly where you apply this on your skin and on your face. And so it makes it really simple for somebody who has not used a contour set before. So I really liked that. In addition, I also have, let me grab this. I also have the Contour Sculpting Kit brush. So what this has is a very thin brush at the top. This is what I use for the highlighting areas. And then a slanted, very kind of thick, compact brush for the darker colors. So now we are going to go ahead and get started. The first step that I do is the darker step, the darker color. Let me see if I can get a good, I don't even know the best way to do this. So you see here, it's a very thick, it is not what I actually anticipated it was going to be. I was thinking it was going to be much more of a powder. The only comparison that I had was maybe a Smashbox contour set from a while ago. So as you can see, all I'm going to do is put the darker color right on, and I always do just as much as I can because I'm going to put it all over my face. And then what I do, and I have a mirror up here as well, so I squeeze in like you're going to be a fish, like you remember doing that back in the day. And follow your jawline down, and we're going to go this jawline here, so we're going to do cheek and jaw. See how dark that is? On both sides. Okay. Then take a little bit more, and I'm going to do the same thing on my jawline. And it's going to look dark. It's going to look a little bit weird at first. I promise you it blends. I will show you. I promise. I will never let you walk out with a makeup line. That is cruel. Okay, then I also put it on my forehead. I have a rounder face, so I like to bring mine all the way down because it makes my face look a little bit longer. And so it's going to be a little bit like this. Kind of tribal. Is that what we got going on? And it's just dark. Last place I'm going to use the dark color is right here along my nose. So take the very kind of tip end of the brush and, thank you, Julie. We are going to take the very end of the brush, and I am just learning this as well, so, you know, we are all in this together, man. And let's see. And here. Okay, so we have now the darkest part on. Here, here. Some people also put it here and blend as well. You can do that. I'm just not going to do that because I'm going to take this off after we get done. And then right up here, okay? So I don't know if you can see that. Sucking like a fish. Okay, so the next part is going to be using the other end of the brush, the highlighter end. As you can see, it is a little thin. And we are moving on to this middle color here. And as you can see, it's not a cream like the darker color that we just used. It's a powder. So, and just as a reminder, it also shows you here. So I am following these steps here. Okay. Taking my highlighter in, I am just working that into the brush. Okay. And I am going to go right down my nose to the middle. I'm going to go right on my chin. I am going to go right under my eye. And the other eye as well. And right up here. Okay. The last step is the shine cream. This is used this is the most highlighting one, the color. So it is very shimmery, as you can tell. I don't even know if you can tell, but we will try. So you can see how it is a cream. So what I do is I use my finger for this because it is just going to go right on. And I use a little bit here that I just kind of blend. Inside my eyes to highlight. Right here on my brow. Don't have to worry about blending it all the way in. You're going to do that here in a minute with your brush. So this is just getting it where it needs to be. And we're going to put it right here. It doesn't have to be perfect. I am not a makeup artist. I do not claim to be. So this is just what I have been able to learn. And I think that that's kind of awesome because they make it really easy to learn. So at this point, I have now my entire tribal makeup on right now because that's exactly what I look like. And it is dark everywhere that I would like to make the depth seem deeper, darker there to kind of add that shadow. Then the way that I like to blend is I use our pressed powder. And, oh, I'm dropping brushes. I use the powder puff brush, so you can see it's very fluffy. And I'm just going to put this in here, take it, and I'm just going to start blending right on in. And I use the brush first to get that in. And I also, I'm going to try to squeeze back here. Should have positioned this better. Whoop. And I also take a kind of blending bud and also get that depth in here. And kind of work that in. I'm actually probably kind of breaking a rule here because I just learned, and shame on me if you all knew this, and I just learned, but I did not realize that you're supposed to use these wet, and I have never done that. I have only ever used them dry, so I probably could have put a little of our rose water on this, but I don't know what the difference in making it wet and dry is, so I'll investigate and get back with you guys. So you see I have blended all the way in. You can no longer see those dark areas. Take the brush one more time. Ideally, I don't ever have my mascara on. That was just from earlier. All right. And it is that simple. At this point, this is when I would go ahead and do my eye makeup or just shape up my brows, keep my mascara on, and walk out the door. So, again, this is the Sculpting Trio. It comes in 3 shades, light, medium, dark. And this is the light, so just for reference, the link to look at this and check this out more is going to be in the comments. And then, of course, this is the contour brush and the powder puff. So those are the ones that I used. And then just the pressed powder is what I used to blend. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a great evening, and I will see you all soon. Bye.